Recording.
Okay.
This is a blab that we have just started. It's back to school with essential oils, and I have my favorites that are a must-have for any school season. And do you have any experience with oils? Anybody? Debbie?
Yes,
Go
I
ahead.
have experience with the oils. I've been doing the doTERRA oils for several years.
And Randy, how about you? Have you heard of essential oils? Oh, you do doTERRA. Excellent. Did you want to grab a seat? Let's see if he comes on in. Did you want to come into a seat and be in the video? PC has a tendency to crash. Okay, no worries. Well, we'll try to keep an eye on you in case you have a question or anything. So let me see. I'm Diane. I've been doing these essential oils for 3.5 years, and I love doTERRA. I love the fact that they are a worldwide company and that they run 6 different tests on every batch of their oil, and they do not sell it unless all the components of the oil are there, and there is nothing there that shouldn't be, like any poison or contaminants. I think that's just awesome that they actually regulate the oils so that you get the same quality every time. They are the purest of quality because they only go to what part of the country that particular plant grows originally, so that it's as most potent as it can be. And they wait until it is matured to the perfect time before they harvest it. It's a very, very good company. They really help the area in which they go to harvest the different oils. And they have helped with the building of the plant to extract the oils from the different plants and the different bark and wood and orange peels. They have just really helped the surrounding areas in the different parts of the world where they go to get these products. So I just love doTERRA. So enough of that. Essential Oils has really tried to take a stand and try to be as potent as possible and help to I'm trying to watch what I say to be compliant and not say anything negatively with the medical field. So we won't even talk about medications or medical reasons. These are not, we are not going to try to diagnose or suggest any kind of cure or treatment. If you have anything major, go to a doctor. With that said, my favorite oil that is a must-have for any kind of group of people is On Guard.
I love
that's my number one pick. That is my number one pick. It is a great oil, and it has a wonderful smell. I even like the smell. It has a spicy, sweet aroma. It helps to protect against environmental issues and threats. It helps support healthy immune system and respiratory issues. It helps circulation, and it helps to clean the surfaces. And it is so good at cleaning that doTERRA has a whole line of On Guard products. The On Guard oil itself is just in the regular 15 milliliter bottle. It also comes in the 5 milliliter bottle, which is a much smaller bottle. It also comes in a roll-on bottle, which is a 15 milliliter bottle, and this is part of a touch blend, which means it's been diluted with coconut oil but it has the roll-on bottle where you can just roll it on, and it's been diluted for pets or children, anyone with sensitivities to their skin. So that way you can just roll it on the bottoms of their feet every day, every morning, every night, anytime they're heading out, to just make sure that it helps their immune system be as strong as possible. And the beadlets.
Randy said he likes the beadlets.
And the beadlets.
Yes.
I do happen to have the beadlets. I do not think you're going to be able to see what these are, but they're little teeny balls that come out. They're gel balls, and they're just a couple of drops of oil in the little round balls, and that you can just pop them like breath mints almost, and you can just swallow them. There is also toothpaste that does not have fluoride in it, so it's not regulated by anyone because it doesn't have the fluoride. But first and foremost, before we get into all of that, On Guard is that good that there is a whole line of products with it. Now for kids, I would recommend the Touch Blend. We have a whole kit with this Touch Blend. This way, if they wanted to take it to school, it's roll-on. They could just roll it on their wrists, or they can roll it behind their ears, and it's real easy to apply. So for kids, I would recommend those. I would also recommend the throat lozenges, because if you ever feel a cold or something come on, popping one of these and just sucking on this really helps a lot with the immune system and your throat. And it just, these are amazing to me. I always have these. This poor bag's been through hell.
I've used them. I really like them.
Yeah, and the throat lozenges are nice. And they don't even taste too strong to me.
No, they don't. They don't.
So the throat lozenges, the roll-on, another thing, if they really want something there all the time, you can get something like an aromatic necklace that has a small little felt piece inside that you can just put drops of oil on. And that way, if they needed to, that way they could just smell it when they wanted to feel more comfortable. So for the kids at school, that's what I would recommend. For adults, I would recommend the oil, the lozenges, and we also have something called On Guard Plus, which is a pill form. These are gel caps, and these are amazing. If I feel anything coming on, I'll take one of these a day, but they do not recommend you take it for more than 10 days because it's very, very strong and potent, and it has oregano in it, which is a natural antibiotic. So they really don't want you to be on it for more than 10 days. Now, when you're at home and you can control the environment, another one I would also have is the hand foam cleansing system. It's a liquid that comes in a bigger bottle, and then it has the pump where you just pump it and it comes out foam. This is a must-have. It helps clean your hands. They also have another cleanser product that you can just blend with water and clean for countertops. They also have laundry detergent. They have so much with On Guard because it's just that darn good. What are your thoughts, Debbie?
I really like the lozenges. Lozenges. I like the cleaning product. I make my own hand soap. So I don't use the On Guard foaming soap. I make my own foaming soap, and I put On Guard in it. And then my favorite thing to do with the On Guard is to put it on a scent ball that you plug into the wall and put it in our bedroom at night. My husband and I have not had a cold or the flu. I'm just talking our experience. I am not saying anything medically, but my experience is we have not had a cold or the flu in over 3 years because I use the On Guard in a scent ball every night in our bedroom.
Wow.
So, and I love it.
That's awesome. Well, then we have Randy down here who says he likes the beadlets and the toothpaste. And I probably live diffusing the On Guard in my house. And then also with the beadlets, I always have the beadlets and the oil on me. I have the soap that I use at every sink in the house, and I also use the toothpaste. So I do use a lot of On Guard.
Yes, I use the toothpaste. Another nice thing about the toothpaste is what I have found is I have sensitivity. My teeth are very sensitive. By using the On Guard for the last several years, the sensitivity in my teeth has decreased also.
Nice.
And my dentist now is using the doTERRA products in his office.
Nice.
So,
well, kudos to you guys. That's awesome. Okay, so On Guard, just to make sure we said everything. Protects environmental threats, supports healthy immune and respiratory issues, promotes healthy circulation, cleans surfaces. It's a support natural antioxidant defenses. Like I said, you can rub it on your feet, you can diffuse it, you can add it to water and drink it. You can also use the gel caps or the beadlets. Now, it has a spicy, sweet aroma. The ingredients of the On oil is wild orange peel, clove bud, cinnamon bark leaf, eucalyptus leaf, and rosemary leaf and flower. Those are the oils that are in this particular brand. That's my first pick. My first pick. What do you think my second pick would be?
lavender.
No. But that's one of them. My second choice is actually orange.
Oh,
Wild orange.
Randy said lemon. Okay. Lemon's good too.
Lemon's a good one.
Orange, yes.
I carry 3 5-milliliter bottles in my purse of the 3 I use the most. And that is lemon, orange, and peppermint. Those are the 3 I personally carry on me, and I drive a school bus. So the peppermint is for the headache, the lemon is for my skin and for the water, and then the orange is for the calming, happy mood that it gives me. I just love that it is such a nice, peaceful scent. And it's also kind of antibacterial, so instead of using that alcohol stuff on my hands, I use wild orange.
Okay.
I also have a little cotton ball that I put in like the vent, and on the bus I'll put a drop or 2 on the cotton ball, and it helps calm the kids down. So past tense, I do use past tense a lot when I'm at home. Yeah, that one helps for headaches and tension right through my shoulders. I do like past tense. But this one I was thinking more for kids, teachers, principals, anyone that works within the school system or the kids that actually go to school. So the wild orange, you can put it on your hands is what I do the most. I rub some on my hands and then I just cup it and inhale it, and I just love the peace and calm that comes to me from it. It's very energizing, revitalizing properties. It's a very joyful scent. You can also put some in water and drink it if you would like to promote overall health. And combined with peppermint and frankincense together and inhale for vitalization. Yeah, that would do it. Anytime you mix orange and peppermint, it's going to just open up all your airways. It's also very good at cleaning and purifying agents, countertops, tables. The two biggest cleaning ones also, other than On Guard, are probably the lemon and the orange. And this one also is very good for cleaning surfaces, and it's in a lot of wood polishes as well. So you can also put it in a capsule if you don't like the taste, but I just like putting it in a couple drops in some orange juice, and it helps build a healthy immune system. So I love wild orange, mainly for the feel that I get from it. It just emotionally helps me out so much. So, and it helps with the kids in the bus. It helps calm them. So that's why I like orange. That's why that's my second choice. That's the one I use the most.
Okay.
What do you think about orange?
I really like the orange. In fact, I diffuse orange a lot, the wild orange a lot, and I mix it with different things. I also cook with it, as you know. I make Christmas candy with it. I make an orange fudge that I've gotten a lot of great compliments for. I just experiment with the oils a lot. I do a lot of cooking and baking, and so if I need a little orange in something, that's what I use my oil.
Nice. And do you use wild orange at all, Randy? This is my dog Daisy. She was driving me nuts. She needed some attention. He does. He uses orange. Okay, so the next one on my list, lavender.
Lavender.
That's the one you mentioned, right?
Yes.
It also has a very calming effect.
Pancakes and oils are a great combo. I agree.
Pancake.
Pancakes. Put oil in the pancakes batter and make different pancakes.
Pancakes and oils. Interesting. That's very interesting, Randy. Have you ever tried that, Deb?
No, I myself am not a big pancake person, but I'll make some for my husband.
Lavender, to me, it's a certain taste. So you really have to like lavender. I have had it in some stuff, and it's not bad, but it definitely has a certain taste to it. Now, cinnamon, lemon, and orange, I love those.
I use
cinnamon pancakes.
Yes.
Cinnamon and apple pancakes. That sounds yummy.
Yes. I actually, come to think of it, yes, I have used them in pancakes because I put the cinnamon in my pancakes when I make apple pancakes or French toast. And I did make French toast a little while ago that I added the orange to the egg and I cooked it, and it was rather delicious.
Excellent.
So, and I have
lavender I picked mainly for the calming properties. It's very calming, and also if anyone is having issues sleeping, it's a really good one to put on their feet or a pillow or at the foot of the bed so that it's not so heavy for them. Also, it comes in the roller ball that is the touch blend as well. So you can get it in any of the 15 milliliter or the 5 milliliter. Boy, I can't hold that and the dog at the same time, can I? So you can hold two different size bottles or the 10. This is the 15. You can get the 10 milliliter roller ball that's diluted. So that way they can just rub it on their feet, or they can have it and rub it on their wrists and they can smell it, and it's very calming. And it helps them sleep better.
This also has great healing properties. I use it for my granddaughter Edie. I am not making any medical claims. This is just from my experience. My granddaughter has psoriasis, and I will put lavender mixed with the the cream, the hand lotion, the doTERRA hand lotion, and I will put that on her areas where she has the psoriasis behind her knees and on the top of her feet and her elbows, and it takes the redness out and it really makes it feel better. And she likes the lavender so much, and she's 6 years old. I've been doing it for her since she was a tiny baby. In fact, today she came over and said, "Grams, do you have my medicine?"
So it definitely helps with skin imperfections.
Yes, and she's had cuts and scrapes and stuff just from little kid growing up, being outside, doing whatever. And she comes over and she says, "Grams, where's my medicine? Where's my lavender?" And I put lavender on it and makes her happy.
Well, you might let her know it's not medicine. But yes, it does help benefit a lot of different owies. It's a great owie oil.
Right.
It's good for spider bites. It just helps with the skin irritations. It helps it helps the skin get healthier quicker. So it is a really beneficial oil. And it smells wonderful and is used in all kinds of perfume, so it's really a good one.
Yes, it is.
Okay, the next one I have is Intune. Intune comes in the 10 milliliter roller ball. So it's really easy to apply. Not the touch system though. If you have someone that has sensitive skin, you might want to go ahead and dilute it for them in a smaller roller ball. Because they do have littler roller balls that are really cute that you could put like in a little pouch for the kids to take to school. And make sure you let the teachers know that they have them and that the kids themselves know how to use them and what they need. So they have to be able to know which oils they can apply them themselves. So the Intune one I picked because it's a wonderful blend that it enhances and sustains a sense of focus, which I have issues with. I am a shiny girl, so I have to really get any kind of help I can with this. So it helps you to stay on task when studying. So you can use it aromatically, you can use it topically, or you can just put it on, dilute it for the kids or animals, which I don't know why I'd use it on my animal. But you can apply it to the temples right up here, or you can apply it to the back of your neck on either side of your spine at the bottom of your hairline is a great place to put oils. And also just the bottoms of your feet or your wrists and rub them together. You can rub it in your hands and just inhale it, and it can help you with clarity. And you can use, you can diffuse in the room if you're studying. The ingredients are amyris bark, patchouli leaf, frankincense resin, lime peel, yang yang flower, Hawaiian sandalwood, Roman chamomile flower. Those are the oils that go into it. It has a musky, spicy, earthy scent.
Steve takes it to work with him. He carries it in his lunchbox with him, and he uses it in the afternoon. He finds the afternoon starts to drag on, and so he uses it in the afternoon.
So he uses it more of like a pick-me-up to get him going through the rest of the day?
Yeah, to keep him going through the rest of the day.
Excellent. And what are your thoughts, Randy? Do you use Intune at all? So that leaves me with one left. One left. So far we have, I have them written down here. We have On Guard, Wild Orange, Intune, and Lavender. One left. And this one I had to pick, and it's funny that Randy mentioned the past tense, because I had to pick between past tense and peppermint. So I opted for just the peppermint because it was less complicated and we already had a couple of blends. The peppermint is the one I think most of us use in the transportation yard for headaches. So I think teachers could really use it. It just helps release the stress and tension, and it just helps. I don't know why it opens the airwaves, but my headaches are so much better with peppermint. And I'm not saying that they cure the headaches, but it's just so much more calming and it's cooling on hot days. Yes, you can drink it in water and it's very cooling. You can put it on your feet and it just, I don't know if it's because it gets in your bloodstream and your blood flows better and it lowers the temperature a little bit of your body. It is just an overall really good oil that does a lot of fun things, and it gets you energized with your blood flow. But you have to be careful. So we do have a peppermint one in the 10 milliliter roller ball. So that's really helpful for kids. So we have a lavender one and a peppermint and an On Guard in those that are already diluted and blended with our coconut oil. So that way they can not even, I wouldn't even put it on their head. But the adults, I put it right up here. And then the back of the neck is where I would recommend it because you don't want to get it near your eyes. You don't want to use the bottle with the drops and get it on your fingers and then rub your eye because that will hurt so bad.
And yes, Randy, it is good for bugs too, keeping the bugs away. I have a friend that lives out in the country, and she said she puts it on cotton balls, and it keeps the mice out of her house.
Mice? Oh, excellent.
Yeah. Keeps mice out of the house too. So,
and it's supposed to help with spiders. It's supposed to help with a lot of different bugs.
Right.
I guess they wouldn't like the smell of it.
It is good to put in water or coffee. We do that in the mornings. We put peppermint in our coffee, and along with a little bit of hot cocoa mix. And so we have peppermint mochas, coffees.
Yum.
Every morning. It's really good. So
well, let's see. My piece of paper that I have here says it assists with digestive issues, helps with fatigue and energy, very cooling, helps with fresh breath, calming.
I love the beadlets. The beadlets really help with fresh breath. For some people, the beadlets are too strong, but I like putting one in my mouth and just, I love the taste of it. I love the feeling of it. It does make me just brighten up.
Yeah, it does come in beadlets, and man, those are powerful little suckers.
I love them.
I can't hardly handle them. I can do the On Guard ones, but the peppermint, almost too much for me.
And see,
because it's so strong.
The On Guard, I can't hardly handle the beadlets.
Isn't that funny?
That is funny.
And it also helps to release feelings of tension. So I just love peppermint, and I didn't want to complicate it with another blend, so that was the only reason I didn't use the past tense. Altos. Peppermint altos? And he's saying he likes altos. SP.
Spearmint?
Oh, maybe that's what he meant. Because we don't have any altos with the oils, but that's a great idea. Wouldn't that be nice if they did that?
Altoids. Yeah, I know what he's talking about. Yeah. Those are, yes, exactly.
So those are my 5. And I know Intune is another one that Randy said was pretty good. Do you have any that you would throw in there, Debbie?
Oh, there's just so many that I use, and I use them all differently.
I'm thinking school kids, when you're going to school, just to help with the immune system and help you to keep from getting sick or help to concentrate.
The Intune, for the kids and for school, no, I think you covered it really, really well. Those, I think, would take care of most anything for the school kid.
And then, of course, like Randy says, there's frankincense.
Frankincense, but yes, I'm not going to send that oil with a school child. It's too expensive. Sorry about their luck.
But it is a good one. If you were going to make a good one. If you were going to make a blend and dilute it, you could put a few drops of frankincense in there, because actually it acts as a booster, and it helps with everything. I mean, if ever in doubt, frankincense is the one to use. So in that regard, it would be good.
Right.
But yeah, it helps with so much. Frankincense is good for anything. Yeah, that's a good one, Randy. It is one of the more expensive ones, though. Yes, it is. Well, that's awesome. Were there any questions that you have, Randy? Anything we didn't cover? And what would you add?
Oh, biblical truth. Yes, it is.
A lot of history. They could learn a lot just by learning about the oils and where they come from. That would be nice. And making sure that your kids know what they're doing with the oils. Don't send them to school without the child knowing how to handle it and what to do, and to not pass it around to any of the other kids, and to make sure that you talk to the teachers and make sure it's okay that they have it in their backpack. Because with any medication, they have to go through the nurse at the school. So you want to make sure you go through the proper channels. Not that it's a medication, but just to be polite and courteous to the staff at the school that your kids go to.
Right. And so there's no problems at all.
Yeah. And most of our oils are good to eat, so there's no worries there. And if they're diluted, they shouldn't have any problems. But you know what your child can and can't handle. So other kids may have sensitivities, so you want to make sure they don't give them to anyone else. And yes, the sensitivities, sometimes people have those. That's why we have a whole kit with just the touch blends in the roller balls, because they are for people who have sensitive issues, or for pets or kids. So yes, that's a good point, Randy. I love doTERRA. If you have any questions at all, you can feel free to contact us, and you can check out any information you want at my website at www.dianesoils.com, which is DIANESOILS.com. Or you can call me or text me at 619-729-5589. Thank you so much, Randy. It was a pleasure having you in the call, and thank you very much, Debbie, for being here. Love you to pieces, and I hope you guys had a great time.
Thanks, Randy. It was great hearing from you.
Wow, I cannot even type today.
Randy, you're right. The ones that you can take orally are indicated on the bottle that you can take orally. The other ones will, I believe, say not for oral use or oral consumption, I think. I don't remember.
The ones that you can take orally all have information on the bottles of what's in them. So they have listings on them. Supplement facts on the bottles.
Right.
Non-oral ones do not. That is correct. That's a good point, Randy. Thank you so much. So there's my website, dianesoils.com. And thank you so much, guys, for coming out. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, Randy. Take care.
Anything else anyone wanted to add? Blessings. Thank you so much, Randy.
Blessings to you too, Randy.
All right. Thank you so much, Debbie.
All right.
And I'll try to talk to you a little sooner
Okay.
about next time. But yeah, odds are, I don't know. Life is so fast. We'll see. See how
I
it goes.
know.
But call me or text me, okay?
Okay. Love you.
Love you too. Talk to you later, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.